You're listening to Out Cincinnati on 91.7 WVXU here in Cincinnati and anytime at OUTCincinnati.com. I'm kind of fangirling right now because Macy Gray's on the phone. Hello, Macy.
Hey.
It's nice to talk to you. How you doing?
I'm good.
That's good. So I have to admit, ever since I want to say high school for me, and I've been following your career. 25 million albums total sold, Grammy, the whole nine. I want to know what are you up to now, and what can we expect in Cincinnati at the Ludlow Garage on August 30th?
Oh, it's gonna be insane. We're gonna have so much fun, and we're gonna play new stuff, classic stuff nobody's heard before. You know, when I do my shows, I try to give every city something new, so they can't call and say, "Oh yeah, I saw her do that too."
So are you gonna get into some jazz too?
Yeah, it's a wild set because I feel like music is missing culture right now. So there's all these different influences and styles in the show. It's gonna be fun.
Because I know you got you started studying screenplay, right? You wanted to be a screenwriter, and then kind of got recruited. Can you talk about that, like how you got first started into music that way?
Yeah, I went to school. I went to USC to go to film school. I wasn't really sure that's what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to move to California, and so I only applied to schools in California, and I got into SC. So, and then I wasn't like a genius or nothing, but I could write. So USC had a screenwriting major, so it was kind of all by default. So I got into film school, and the film school is like right next to the music school. So I ended up hanging out with all the musicians all the time, and I got in a rock band and a jazz band and stuff like that. So it was all real organic and fun at first.
No,
so
that's
how it happened. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. Are you still writing as far as screenplays go, or do you have anything you've been kind of working on?
Yeah, we're in the middle of developing a couple shows. So hopefully by next year you see something.
Nice. So you got who's your favorite? Just one more thing about jazz. Who's your favorite influence in jazz? I mean, if you were gonna fire up a record, what would you go to first?
Billie Holiday has this record called "Give Me a Pigfoot." That's my favorite jazz record.
Nice. And are you a vinyl person, or do you like fire it up on your phone, or how do you listen to music?
No, I do. I have quite a few vinyls. I got a old mix DJ stand. I got all that stuff.
No, that's the way to be. I've seen those setups, and they're making them now, with the 2-speaker setup for folks who are really into vinyl. So you're from Canton, Ohio originally. That's just kind of, up north anyways, from Cincinnati. So do you get back there much? Yeah,
my mom still lives there, most of my family. So I go home, I don't know, 3-4 times a year, maybe.
And
so that's still home.
Just for folks, because folks might want to drive up to Canton, for a weekend. What's your favorite place to go? What's the spot in Canton that you remember that you'd recommend for folks who've never been up there?
The Giant Eagle.
The Giant, is that a grocery store? What?
It's a grocery store, but it's like this amazing grocery store. It's like the cleanest, most amazing grocery store I've ever been to.
Oh, nice. No, I think I've been in a few of the Giant Eagles. No, seriously. So, I was reading about your record Ruby, and I want to know I know you love the stone, and it's absolutely my birthstone, so I'm totally into it. Where'd the name come from, and I mean, what do you love about rubies?
Just that they're rare. Like you hear about diamonds and gold and silver, but I just think rubies is extraordinary, kind of underrated stone, and that's kind of what the record is at the moment. Nice.
So what is so you collaborated, I was listening this afternoon, I was listening to the one you did with Meghan Trainor. I mean, that one gave me life. That had to be amazing. Mm-hmm. Who else have you collaborated with? I was reading about Ariana Grande, and I mean, they've all stuck with you, but what's been one that's been like, wow?
You mean in my lifetime or just on this album?
Or just in general, because I was just reading, just your musical history on this record or any record.
Well,
I think it'd be amazing to work with Ariana. That's what I think, but I'm not a singer.
No,
You know.
No, that's up there. That was great. Performing with her, and I don't know. I'm trying to think like who just blew me away. I actually did a song with Kanye, but it never came out.
Oh, nice. I bet he's cool to record with. Wow, that's neat.
Yeah, he's super cool.
And yeah. So, what is Sorry,
Billy Preston. That was
Billy Preston. Okay. And
he played on a song on my second album, and it was just Billy Hughes having him in the studio. I was totally in awe, couldn't believe it. And then he died shortly after.
And you know that it's to hear a musician say, you know, to be in awe of somebody. I mean, that happens all the time, and that's so cool to, you know, to meet somebody you admire like that. I'd like to know a little, because on this we're talking to Macy Gray on OUTCincinnati, and I want to know if you can touch on it. You know, because we talked to folks about bullying and teasing and things like that. What's your advice for folks who, you know, I love your voice. We all love your voice.
Thanks.
But not everybody is as nice as they could be. What's your advice for someone who, you know, I'm just not sure about how I sound, or just I just can't take the, you know.
I think everybody should work on your craft, no matter how good you are or what level you're starting at. You should always practice and always be striving to get better. And I think if you're doing that, then nobody can really say nothing, you know, because you're putting in the time, you're putting in the work, like you mean it, and you're committed. And so whatever criticism people have, it doesn't matter anymore, because you're on the path to getting where you want to be. You know what I mean? And you'll get there if you keep going.
And people will know that you've done the work, and then the haters will be in the corner still hating, I imagine, you know. So
they just won't bother you as much because you're
they're
working.
jealous.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're working and you're busting your ass, sorry, and then they're not, you know, that's it.
Yeah, they're talking.
You know?
Yeah.
So no, that's wonderful, because we try to inspire folks to be their true selves and to loud and proud, and no matter what, to hone their craft. That is really cool. So we are you going to channel some Billie Holiday when you're in Cincinnati? That's kind of what this guy needs to happen. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, just because you said that, I'll do it.
Oh, you're sweetheart. I didn't mean to sound it that way. I'm just thinking I am such a sucker for jazz. No,
okay.
that is really cool. The Ludlow Garage is an amazing place. It is such a cool spot to do a show. Thank you so much for talking with us, Macy.
All right, I'll see you there. Thank you.
It's been great. Thank you.